Stop number 19 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to New Hampshire National Speedway. As we are here for the running of the Sylvania 300. Going to be a good racer. Today on the track they call the Magic Mile. 1.058 miles race distance around this racetrack, and we set for 30 laps to this race here today. So here on the pole for today, so without further ado, on the pole for this event at 135 miles an hour is Joshua Collard, the winner at Riverside this season. He'll be flanked by Michigan winner Ann Courier, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Henry Cavanaugh has the inside of row number 2, the number 11 Budweiser Ford, one of the Rookie of the Year candidates, alongside the number 42 of Kyle Matthews, who's not had a good season this season, and hopes to turn it around at least somewhat. The number 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac starts outside of row 2 in the 4th spot. Stephanie Gardner, the number 26 Quaker State Buick, has the inside of row number 3, and beside her, the number 30 Maxwell House Country Time Pontiac of Trey Campbell, the winner at Pocono this season. That's where we'll be heading to next on the tour after this. Mason Jefferson, number 27, the McDonald's Ford, has the inside row number 4. And beside him, two-time winner this season, Preston Plore, the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, winner this season at Las Vegas and at Richmond. Then it's Liam Campbell, the number 6 Valvoline Ford, and alongside of him, the number 29 Hardee's Pontiac of Jordan Newman, and he'll be alongside. Then it's William Duncan, 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet, on the inside of row number 5. And beside him, the number 12, Ray Bess's Buick of Johnny Gardner. He'll be alongside. Here comes the command to fire him up here at New Hampshire.
Drivers, start your engines!
And get the firing engines. We got some racing here today. Jasmine Acosta has number 6 inside row number 6, number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford, and she'll be flanked by Keith Batts and number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Then it's Eric Powers, number 21 Citgo Ford, two-time winner this season at Rockingham and Talladega, and the California winner Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Ford. Pontiac and Chevrolet, Pontiac and Chevy has the front row for today's event. As we get some racing here today, the Slick 5300 or the Sylvania 300 is on. Fail. This race actually used to have been called the Slick 5300 back when it was first run, so I don't know why I had that stuck in my head. At any rate, it's Joshua Collard who has the lead. Car number 43 is STP Pontiac, looking for a second win of the season, and he is in a battle with Ann Courier, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. She won this race last season, by the way. She's a defending champion here. And Henry Cavanaugh runs in 3rd position. 4th now goes to Stephanie Gardner as she gets around Kyle Matthews. And whoa, Liam Campbell just squeezed right in front, or Trey Campbell squeezed in front of Liam to try to get around Mason Jefferson in 27. As Liam Campbell tries to use the draft off Trey to get around Preston Plord in 17. And now we got somebody on the wall coming out turn number 4. It looked like, I thought it looked like Seth Cole. Oh, it's Ty Dent. And number 5 who's sideways, spinning, and oh, Mike Becker's in it. Chris Washer got around. Mike Becker looked like he was bulldozing Ty Dent in the 5. Damage to the 22 of Cameron Gadoo. I thought I saw Seth Cole on the wall coming out turn 4. I don't know what had happened. And he was battling with Cameron Gadoo and the 4 of Ryan Acosta, and they were running behind the 24 of Charles Sanford and the 1 of Trent Dunham. And this was about mid-pack. It was about 20th spot right here. Seth goes up the track. Didn't really... He thought he had Cameron Gadoo clear. They both got in the wall. Ty Dent in the 5. Yep, and he got turned by Gadoo. And then Brendan Burke... Whew, Jessica Shelton just missed that one. But Dylan Young got a little piece of it right there. Oh, Poteet by inches missed that one too. And then Ty Dent car vibrating, trying to get it to start. As Mike Becker, I don't know if he was trying to push start him or if he was trying to bulldoze him. I don't know what was going on. But really, no harm, no foul. So, and just in time, restart here at New Hampshire. We're back underway on lap number 8. And here comes Henry Kavanaugh, number 11, to the inside of Ann Courier in the 3. But Stephanie Gardner wants to make a 3-way. Oh, Kavanaugh just about shoved Courier into the wall. And meanwhile, Stephanie Gardner in 26, she's wanting to try to make it 3 wide. But she pushes Kavanaugh by Courier in the 3. And now Ann and Stephanie have a battle for the 3rd spot. On board, Stephanie Gardner in number 26. And as you see right there, her and Ann Courier still battling it out for the number 3 spot. Ann hanging tough on the outside lane. And Stephanie, somebody seems to have that bite in the turn number 1 and a low side. And now Stephanie finally gets by. She begins to pull away from Ann Courier now. Mason Jefferson falls back behind in 27. Kyle Matthews still in 6th. Preston Plord now dives inside of Trey Campbell for 7th. Jasmine Acosta in 7. She begins to roll to the inside now of Eric Powers in the 21. Got about 3 rows of 2 wide inside the top 12. Back to the leaders. It's still Joshua Collard out in front, looking for a second win of the season. Henry Kavanaugh in the 11 tries to look for his first. And the Budweiser Ford, car number 11, it's an 89 Ford he's driving. Collard in a 90 Chevrolet, in a 90 Pontiac. Saw the back of the pack there. Michael Walton and Mike Becker right behind. Walton was the winner this season at Kentucky, and he's running way back in the back. Still going on here at New Hampshire, though, as we have completed now 12 laps, so we're down to 18 to go. So still plenty of racing left. Question is, though, can Henry Kavanaugh try to get this? Hey, have anything for Joshua Collard in the 43? Yes, Kavanaugh goes up the track now. Here comes 26 of Stephanie Gardner. She tries to go inside, or she tries to close in. There's the pace car right there. And now Stephanie begins to pull right up on Henry at the moment with the help of Ann Courier in the 3. Ann runs in 4th position. 5th, still Mason Jefferson. 6th is Kyle Matthews. 7th, Preston Plord. 8th, Trey Campbell. And 9th position, trying for 8th, is William Duncan in 25. And he gets a little loose coming out of turn 4. Liam Campbell in the 6th runs in 10th. And whoa, Trey gets loose going into turn number 1 now. Liam takes full advantage, and he gets in, goes inside for the number, I think for the 8th position, and he will try to get. Trey's hanging tough on the high side, though. We saw that with Ann Courier a few laps ago with her and Stephanie Gardner, and now Duncan pulls ahead by about 3/4 of a car length coming across the start-finish line. As we're now halfway home now, 15 down and 15 to go. Back bumper cam, Joshua Collard's car from the rear bumper. Looking right at Henry Kavanaugh in the 11. Let's let's listen to the car on this lap here. Collar kind of playing with the throttle a little bit through the turn though, and that's what you do. Kind of do that in New Hampshire though. So you kind of roll into the turn off the throttle and let it roll through the center, and then slowly back on the gas you go, and then just off the turn you go, and then accelerate down the straightaway, which they are doing now. Lap speeds here at over 130 miles an hour, even though Collard was a little under 130 in his best lap, 129.9. And as we notice, Stephanie Gardner has pulled up to the back bumper of, or almost to the back bumper of Henry Kavanaugh. She's still trying to get close to it. But these top four cars are dead even at the moment. Check to the back of the pack here. Mike Becker is in last place at the moment. Cameron Gaddu, Andreas Allen, the winner at Charlotte this season. Michael Walton up there in 35, winner at Kentucky. Dylan Pote not having a good run today. He's in 32nd. We'll see where he's at this time by. Right there behind his buddy Nathan Hudson in 55 and Charles Jackson in 71. Pote currently in 32nd. Nathan Hudson in 55. He's in 30th position at the moment. Charles Jackson ahead in 29th. Three-time winner this season. He won at Texas and also at Dover and the 400 at Daytona. Ty Dent in the 5 and trying to make his way back through the field. There's Mason Powers ahead of him in 18. Dalton Day getting by Joshua Osborne in the 90. And Dalton right there behind Seth Cole, who's behind his buddy Dylan Young, rather. Zed Weinstein's there. Jessica Shelton in the 9. She's in 21st, right behind Trent Dunham in 20th. And Trent's trying to get around Kate Culp in 8, who's trying to get underneath Hayden Jefferson. I thought they were going to go 3 wide coming through third and fourth turns there, but which at New Hampshire wouldn't have been a smart move. And now Shelton gets shoved to the track by Zed Weinstein. Ryan Acosta inside of Eric Powers in the 21. Back to the leaders, and it's still Joshua Collard who leads the race in 43. He runs as the leader at the moment with now 7 laps to go. Henry Kavanaugh remains second, third remains Stephanie Gardner, and fourth remains Ann Courier, fifth remains Mason Jefferson in 27. The top 5 are just about dead even, as we said before. A track like New Hampshire, the longer you run, it's kind of like almost like Rockingham in some ways. The tires, well, it's almost like every other track, but the tires do wear off as the laps go on. It's like every other track. It's very much stating the obvious, but of course, as we all know, the more the tires wear off, the slower the lap times get. And Ann Courier tried to get her underneath Stephanie Gardner for the third spot, but that little move didn't work. As Gardner still tries to get up on the back bumper of Henry Kavanaugh on the 11. You got Pontiac in the first position, Chevrolet of Pontiac in the lead, Ford in second, Buick in third, a Chevy in fourth, and a Ford in fifth. So 4 of the 5 manufacturers represented in the Castrol GTX Cup Series running in the top 5. The leading Oldsmobile, which is the 5th manufacturer, is running in the There it is, finally. Dalton Day, he is in 23rd. He's the leading Oldsmobile in the field. So he's clocked that this time by in the 20 car. As Dalton loses a position to Dylan Young in the 2, and Dalton right now clocked in the 24th spot, so he's the leading Oldsmobile at the moment. Coming by for 2 laps to go for Joshua Collard, car number 43, the STP Pontiac. For King Richard Petty Motorsports, we had 1 caution. That's pretty much not normal for New Hampshire. But it proves to be true that starting on the pole does make a lot of difference. We saw a final lap pass here a couple seasons ago, maybe even last season, I'm not sure. But it's been all Joshua Collard all the time at New Hampshire. As he comes out corner number 4, as he brings the 43 to the start-finish line, the white flag waves for Joshua Collard, who has 1.058 miles to victory. Henry Cavanaugh hoping for one little slip out of Collard, but Collard's been smooth all day long so far, and he will a half a lap away from possibly going wire to wire. The number 43 STP Pontiac for Richard Petty Motorsports, the sponsor and the number that made Richard Petty famous, is about to cross the start-finish line first. Joshua Collard wins the Sylvania 300 at New Hampshire. Second will go to Henry Cavanaugh. Third to Stephanie Gardner. Fourth, Ann Courier. And fifth to Mason Jefferson. Sixth will be Kyle Matthews. Seventh, Preston Plord. Eighth, Trey Campbell. Ninth, Liam Campbell. And Johnny Gardner will come home in 10th. So, not the usual caution fest we have in we usually see at New Hampshire, but not bad still. 109.441 the average speed. We gave you the top 10 already, so here's the rest of the order. Excuse me. Um, 11th will be Charles Sanford. 12th, William Duncan. 13th will go to Jasmine Acosta. Ryan Acosta, 14th. Eric Powers, 15th. Jordan Newman, 16th. Kate Culp, 17th. Keith Batson, in 18th, Trent Dunham in 19th, and Hayden Jefferson in 20th position. 21st will be Zed Weinstein, and race not a good run for him. Same with Jessica Shelton, 22nd. I believe was the leader in the points coming in. So that's going to hurt her and Dylan Young both in the points. And there's the rod down the finisher, so Cameron Gadu last place. He was involved in the only caution period of the day at New Hampshire. But Joshua Collard, wire to wire, wins the Sylvania 300 today, and number 43, the King Richard Petty Pontiac, his second of the season. He also won on the road course at Riverside. And Jessica Shelton still remains the leader by 22 points on Zed Weinstein. Joshua Collard now up to third, 26 back of Shelton. So we got a pretty good points race going on past halfway through the year. If we can go into Homestead, that'd be sweet. Dylan Young right now runs the 4th position in the points. Jordan Newman 5th. 6th, Ryan Acosta. 7th, Trey Campbell. 8th, Mike Becker. 9th is Charles Jackson. And Dalton Day currently in 10th position in the points in spite of subpar run he had at New Hampshire. And now Liam Campbell, who's in 20th in the points at the moment. And then on down the rest of the running order in the points at the moment. Kyle Matthews steadily moving up to 34th in the points, so he was last a few races ago. Excuse me. And some rest of the orders, and there you are. So next race on the tour will be at Pocono Raceway, the running of the Farmers Insurance 400. Don't miss it.